Tracking teen violence right now and new developments in the death of Preston Lord. The 16-year-old died of multiple blunt force injuries on that October night in Queen Creek, according to the medical examiner's office. ABC 15's Ashley Holden has the other key takeaways from the newly released report.
It's now been over 9 months since Preston Lord's life was cut short.
We're not giving up until we get justice for Preston.
The 16-year-old beaten outside a Halloween party in Queen Creek and later dying. 7 suspects arrested in March, all back in court Thursday, charged with kidnapping and first-degree murder.
The attack on Preston was a deliberate attack. It wasn't just a couple kids throwing punches. It was a deliberate attack on him that took his life.
Friday, the medical examiner's report officially released. ABC 15 learning back in February the ME had determined the manner of death was homicide, but the full report says Preston was originally admitted to the hospital with a traumatic brain injury before dying 2 days later. The cause, multiple blunt force injuries.
How will this be used and how could it be used in the case?
It's going to be used by the prosecutors quite a bit.
Dwayne Cates is a criminal defense attorney who's not affiliated with Preston's case, speaking with us after looking over the report.
There were no drugs and there was no alcohol in his system. I mean, he was just quite literally innocently beaten to death.
The Queen Creek Police report released in March after a months-long investigation. Police describing the attack as unprovoked, writing Preston and his friends were trying to leave the party when he was punched and fell to the ground before multiple people punched and kicked him.
There were so many, bruises and contusions, on his arms and his head and all over his body. They'll use this at trial. They'll call the medical examiner anytime there's a homicide. They need to have time of death, cause of death, place of death.
The battle in court only just beginning. At this point, there is a trial date set for July 2025. The East Valley community continuing to show up for the Lord family.
Can't imagine what the Lords are feeling right now, the pain and the struggle through all of that. So we just want to make sure that they're here.
All 7 suspects have pleaded not guilty. 3 have bonded out of custody. Ashley Holden, ABC 15, Arizona.